yeah, we're here. It's already time for Galenian. How long has the stream been going for anyways? Wow, not barely even an hour. Do I want to wrap it up here? Like, this is the final boss. I don't think we're gonna, let's just go for it, cause I'm pretty sure it's not gonna take that long to beat him. Playing Galleon. Before we actually, like, bid adieu and actually hit the final thing. Plus, it gives me a good opportunity to save. There's some fun trivia that I never noticed until I watched Mel Make's video of the world map. Yeah, she did paint in that too. And it was a much more recent one than the one I was talking about in Treetop Cavern. The ship that you see in here? Give me 1 second to go back on the overworld. You see how close it is right now? It actually gets... You may remember in the very beginning of the game, that ship was much further away, if not visible at all. It actually gets a little bit closer every single world we go through. But yeah, it's been getting closer as we gotten closer to our destination. The ship has been approaching us for some reason. Oh, the boss fight is starting. I thought he was gonna, like, you know, wait. Wait for us to approach him? This man is no Jojo. He is no... Oh, you dare approach me? I haven't even watched the show, so I probably butchered the reference up terribly. Sure, let's have one more sacrificial DK for the road. I would have rather done a sacrificial DK in phase 2, and if I actually didn't accidentally touch the whole swap button, I wouldn't have lost DK in the first place. But here we are, like, we are facing the king of the Karus as we speak. I remember this guy, like, tripping me up so much as a kid, specifically the cannonball area. Like, it's just a matter of getting the timing right. But I think I'm fairly good at it now. But basically, like, as one falls, that's a good time to approach it. Alright. Not too much more. I think we're real close to beating the game, guys. Okay. But man, this song. It's been a hot minute since I've actually heard the song. It is all of its original glory. And it's such as wonderful as I remembered. Minus when I misplayed the timing for the whole cannonballs. Okay, learning my lesson this time. He will eventually fall on his own, and... I'm lost for words. I'm tempted to just, like, get hit right here. Cause that was way too early though. You only got 2 shots. That DK barrel is not coming back. And, you know, it's fine I got distracted. I kind of would rather start up from scratch with 2 Kongs anyways. I was gonna say something though, wasn't I? Yeah, Gilflink Gelly? For some reason I'm tripping over the words. But... King K. Rool's ship. This music is wonderful. Not to take away from the Smash Bros. Remix. That's still even amazing in its own right. But now I'm listening to classic feel again. Like, it's nice to have that whole classic feeling of... It's climatic, but classic. The remix is... just, like, amazing and climatic. Like, half tempted to say epic, not 100% sure if it's accurate. Regardless, though. We are so close to actually beating the game, and I just had to do that. I think I did exactly that. Yeah. Don't jump, roll. Even then. Okay. Think this is the last phase. Like, you may have noticed, like, a lot of its attack patterns are in sets of 3. So, if I can survive this phase, I think we got it. Almost didn't see the crown there. But hey, we did it. Cue the credits. This game is brought to you by the fine folks over here, including Claptrap and Coding, Crush on Characters, Critter and Coloring, Clump with the Concept, and Commander King Rule. The end? I think this game's old enough that everyone knows that the fake out is coming, but this is just so amazing. I'll admit, this kind of tripped me up as a kid. Like, I was not used to fake. This is the first fake out that I ever had in a video game, and by God, to have them go through the brand new jump pattern after you see the credits, that was a troll move in itself. Trolling before the concept was really conceptualized. Back in the days, K. Rool was trolling. The only trolls you actually seen were the ones hiding over the bridge, asking for tolls to get over the water bridges and maybe kidnapping a princess along the way. I don't know what. Who am I kidding? Like, trolls kidnap people, including princesses, all the time in fantasy movies. I was gonna say, when you actually see a troll kidnap a person, let alone a princess, but I'm pretty sure it's actually something that just happens all the time. And man, I get why they thought that this, like, for fun stuff was cool, but he has a very tiny crown, and I like to actually see it. It'd be nice. Anything that helps me see the cannonballs would be nice as well. Ugh. I mean, I wouldn't have it any other way. I don't want just a quick and clean victory. This is the final fight. I feel a little cheated if I didn't have to work for it. But man, did they make you go through a lot on just 2 hits. At least they give you a DK barrel, so you don't have to, like, quote unquote grind for Kong every single time. At least they skipped the fake out of the credit scenes after the first time. I jumped, but I thought I could get back on the ground quick enough to correct my mistake. Alas, I was wrong. Come on, Donkey Kong. Come on, man, you gotta save the day and get your bananas back from the fat man that stole them all from you. Hey, got to. I just realized, like, singing along is not good on the Twitch stream format because, as you may know, I can't actually edit the audio of a stream recording because they're both literally being recorded at the same time, even though when I'm recording a video normally, I have to save as super files and sync them up in advance. There is probably a way to, like, fiddle around with that to actually get it back in sync, but I don't want to mess around with it. Probably take forever to have to do so. And, like, my singing feels a bit off today anyways, so if I have a good excuse not to sing, I might as well take that excuse not to sing. Okay, so it'd be nice if I can get to what I consider the halfway point without losing JackitK. It will make this back half of the fight a lot easier. Sorry, I just got a lot of behind the throat burps that I'm trying to get out without being too distracting. But I had something to say. Just gonna wait for the crown. Maybe I can race it back. Perfect. Yeah, but have I talked about just how much, like, these jumps, like, you got the freaking cannonballs, and yet these jumps trip me up way more than the cannonballs. I don't remember if he does both. I hope he doesn't, because the jumps are honestly hard enough in and of itself. But, yeah, these super tiny jumps. I think that's it, though. I think if I can avoid this attack, bop his head, we got him for real. Awesome. And that is Donkey Kong Country. Well done, Donkey, my boy. Who would have thought a young whippersnapper like you, ... could have beaten a bunch of no good gremlins. You make an old man proud. Go. Look in your hoard. I think you'll be in for a surprise. If I'd been playing, I'd found everything, get all the exclamation points after my name of the level. I'm sure there must have been some bonus rooms you haven't found. Jeez, DK, it's a good thing you're in the front even though I did all the work, so Cranky could whack your head over until you're... I had to stop myself there before I got too graphic. But hey, this time credit's for real, along with your classic video game enemy roll. Man, like... This is a trope that I would love to come back in gaming. Because this is the days before, like... Back in these days, like, this was how you learned the enemies' names. You didn't come across them as you were playing the game, and I don't think they were always included in the instruction manual. So, like, there is no way I would have known that this random fish was called Bite Size. Or even that the octopuses were called Croctopus. I forgot that the sharks were called Chomps and Chomps Jr. respectfully, or the clam being Clamo. Plus there's some fun, silly puns in these names. Granted, I can kind of see how it's not as common these days, because there's a lot more bestiaries included in video games, for lack of a better way to describe it, where you have like a book that tells you about the games, or you can just like do a technique to actually study your enemy as the fight's going on. But there's just some sort of charm to this particular thing. And I can see how it'd be annoying if it was in every game, but I wouldn't mind like seeing more video games, especially ones that are trying to do go for the whole retro throwback feel to actually do this. Like for some reason the last game that comes to mind is Freedom Planet. I can't remember if they did this sort of thing at the end. I don't think they did. Master Nicky Sr. and King K. Rule. Now we got the good guys. Forgive me and the background noise my telephone may be making at the time. Poor Squawks, you only get one time in the spotlight. Poor Frog. No, it's not your turn yet, Frankie. Poor Frog. He can't even do a thing. I forgot how fourth Wally that Cranky was, even way back in these days. So it kind of like gives me the... I guess it's kind of why, like, when growing up, like, whenever I was doing, like, any sort of fanfare involving Kongs, like I have, what I'm getting at, you don't really see this side of Cranky that much anymore. And yes, I'm gonna ignore the whole random roughhousing. It is random. I don't know why it's so cruel. I never really cared as a kid. I guess because, like, I just went under something that they're animals, so... Of course I do a little more... Yeah, my... Sure you did, Cranky. Sure you did. I'm sure if I were to do that, you wouldn't even notice. Anyways. Oh yeah, I got interrupted by Cranky. I almost forgot I was talking about Cranky. You do see him a bit in modern Donkey Kong Country games now. Maybe it's just my imagination, but he does seem a bit more toned down than he did in, like, this game in particular. I guess that's why I kind of was like... I did some fanfare with Donkey Kong back when I was a kid. Like, it was how me and my sister bounced back our creativity, just doing stories with the Kongs and all that. And I even did make a fan game. It's not a good fan game. Actually, technically I made two. And I don't know which one's worse. But I bring it up because, like, the other weekend, I took time to dig out my old computer that I actually still had. By a miracle, I was actually able to get it up and running and actually get all the stuff that I made with Game Maker back before I went into college. Like, oh, God, it feels like forever at this point. At least 5 years ago. wouldn't be surprised if it was 10, like, because I actually LP'd one of my fan games in the early days of my Let's Playing, and I actually have been Let's Playing for over 10 years. I bring all this up because I think it might be a fun way to have a stream, just like dig up my old fan games, like I can throw out my nostalgia for them, and we can also make fun of them together because they are old. There's probably a lot of cringe, and I know like I struggle to death with like collision detection in Game Maker, so the platformer Donkey Kong Country game was indeed I did a test run of it, and oh man, like I see where my heart was. My heart really tried hard to make it a good game, but that collision detection alone just makes so much of it. I think you can see why I think it would be a fun to have a stream where we like pull it out and play together, or I play it. We can also make fun. I guess we could also make fun of my old art. Like I'm looking, like, because yeah, I get that it's bad, but I relate just how hard Kit and me tried, because it's kind of like the Photoshop stuff you might have saw with Cotton Falcon's animation and all that. I can't even do animation like that in Photoshop anymore. I forgot how completely. So even though that animation is like fairly basic as is, I still kind of envy my past self just having a lot. Part of it was having more time, but part of it was just having like more motivation and inspiration. For that inspiration kind of got shot. But hey, I mean, might not have been playing games on the internet if I was busy making them. And I haven't given up all hope yet. You might have noticed like on social media I'm doing more with art. So with all that art on the video games, I figured like I'm still struggling with the program, so I figured if I can at least like do more sketches, just conceptualizing the characters and just getting ideas that I'm fleshing out in my head out on paper, I'll be at least taking one step closer to actually doing that gold dream game. And I mean, like, I love to do it. I was just not sure if how badly I want to do it. You know, I'm kind of surprised just how few Diddy heads with how much Diddy bias I had. You think there'd be a little more Diddy invading this Donkey Kong Island. But I keep forgetting, like, I don't get why they put that section, like, this is World 1. They do that thing just to show him transitioning to First World or something, but I think it's dumb because it just counts as a DK. And Diddy bias aside, I think I procrastinated the ending of this long enough for the YouTube scene. I gotta figure out what to do on Twitch, because I've only been going for an hour. I definitely can do more. Just gotta figure out what. Until then though, take care.